This first video, we're going to be talking about physical beauty. And as a woman, this is something that's really important to us. And there's lots of things out there telling us what beauty is. You've got magazines, you've got television, you've got input from men that you're trying to please and different things like that. But what we really want to do is understand what God says about physical beauty. And so from Scripture, what I see is that beauty is something God created. There's many beautiful things in the earth: the sun, the moon, the stars, the clouds, different animals that express God's beauty. The Bible, Jesus talked about the beauty of lilies and how Solomon in all of his glory was not as beautiful as the lily flower. So beauty is something God created. And it's not something we have to shy away from. It's not something we have to cover up. But it's something to be celebrated as the glory of God. But what we don't want to do is get into vanity. What we don't want to do is get into pride. What we don't want to do is start using our beauty and our body parts to seduce men. And so, as women of God, we can celebrate our beauty, we can embrace it, we can even adorn ourselves. The Bible talks about the New Jerusalem being adorned like a bride for her husband. I was reading in Ruth last night, and Naomi instructed Ruth to go and wash herself, anoint her face, and put on her raiment when she went to present herself to Boaz. And so physical adornment, adorning your body, is beautiful. It's a great thing to do. It's something biblically that we can do, but we want to do it in modesty. The Bible also talks about wearing modest apparel. And what we also want to be careful of is focusing so much on our physical beauty that we forget to dress up our spiritual beauty, because that's what really counts as our spirit man. And so our true adornment is supposed to be spiritual, because when we adorn our spirits, we are dressing ourselves in a way that will please the Lord, that will count for eternity. We are storing up treasures for ourselves in heaven when we focus on spiritual beauty. So beauty is something to be embraced. Beauty is something that can glorify God, but beauty is also something that has to be done with the right attitude, with the right spirit. And we don't want to use it in the wrong way. The Bible also talks about the clothing of a harlot. So how you dress can mark you as a harlot, as someone who's putting herself out there for the wrong reasons, with the wrong intentions, to get the wrong attention. And so we want to use our beauty to glorify God. If we're married, we want to use our beauty to please our husbands, but we also want to glorify God first in our bodies, in the way that we express our beauty, realizing that our bodies are the temple of God. And so I want you guys to share this video if you enjoyed it. And also at the bottom of the video, I'm going to be posting lots of scriptures to go along with what I'm saying. And so look out for the next installment of Beauty Week.